Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, former heavyweight champion Frank Bruno, British heavyweight champion, was a British heavyweight superstar over in the UK, has questions about Anthony Joshua and Anthony Joshua's approach to the Andy Ruiz fight, Anthony Joshua's body language after the Andy Ruiz fight, and Anthony Joshua's body language during the Ruiz fight. Frank Bruno had this to say: I question whether he just wanted to get the pressure over with. I question whether he even wanted to be there. I question, after the fight, his excitement and overly congratulating Andy Ruiz Jr. It was so weird. It's so weird that it was scary. It was almost like he was happy it was over with. End quote. So I had the same reservation about Anthony Joshua's body language, Anthony Joshua's overly congratulating Andy Ruiz Jr. It just seemed a little odd. It seemed like I told you guys, the monkey was lifted off his shoulders, off his back. You know, a weight was lifted off of him. He could breathe now. And, you know, it was abundantly clear he was overly congratulating him. And Frank Bruno also had this to say: I don't know if he could beat Andy Ruiz Jr. I don't know if he even wants to beat Andy Ruiz Jr. Hopefully he does. Hopefully he can bring the titles back to the UK, back to Great Britain. So, you know, we're not the only ones that saw this. You know, everybody sees this. Everybody saw the body language. It looked like he was just done with it. You know, as Tyson Fury said, he threw himself to the floor a couple of times, as if he just didn't want to continue. When the referee asked him to come walk forward, he didn't want to walk forward. He acted confused. He acted as if, you know, he just couldn't get his bearings right. He was confused with what the referee was saying. He didn't understand the rules, things of that nature. He said, yeah, I want to continue to fight. But that's more so of muscle memory, right? What your muscle memory, you just taught that, right? Of course, you just say it. You say it so many times that you start to believe it. So at times the referee says, do you want to fight? You'll say, yeah. You might not want to fight, because fighters don't want to say, no, I don't want to continue, right? They rather say, yeah, I want to fight. And then the referee have the referee wave it off. And then they say, oh, look, you know, I said, yeah, I want to fight. But their body language said everything but that. And this is what Anthony Joshua's body language said. It said anything but that he wanted to continue on to face Andy Ruiz Jr. He was getting embarrassed. He got dropped 4 times in the fight. You know, he was hurt. He had no answers for Andy Ruiz Jr. And in the same token, it seemed like he was just happy to get it over with, right? He was happy that, you know what, listen, I don't want this pressure anymore, right? I'm just not built for it. And that's another thing Frank Bruno said. He said, this just doesn't seem like he wants it anymore. It's very difficult once you reach the pinnacle of the sport to stay there, right? Not that he has reached there, he has a lot to learn. But, you know, he's earned a lot of money in the sport at a very early age, in a very early state in his career. And now, you know, it seems like, you know, he may have got comfortable in those silk sheets and don't want to run those five miles, as Marvin Hagler said. It's very hard when you're sleeping in silk pajamas and silk sheets to get up and go run 5 and 6 miles in the middle and early in the morning or in the middle of the night, right? And it seems like Anthony Joshua is content. He's content where he's at. You know, the pressure is off him. Like he stated, he would have much rather get knocked out by Deontay Wilder than Andy Ruiz. That just doesn't sound like the mindset of a competitor anymore. That sounds like a mindset of a guy who's waving the white flag. Dillian White echoed the same sentiments as Frank Bruno. And, you know, that was my initial thought when I watched the fight, is this guy doesn't want to be here no more. It's like he quit in the fight. We have to pay attention to the battles within the war, right? And it was clear at some point in time when he looked up at the referee, he just didn't want to be there anymore. And Frank Bruno said it was so odd that it was scary how he was so congratulatory to Andy Ruiz, and he was so comfortable and accepting of the loss. You know, most guys would have shed a tear. Most guys would have had their head down. You get guys that just climb through the ropes and just walk right out the ring, walk right to the locker room, right? They don't even want to do the post-fight press conference. No, not Anthony Joshua. We understand that, you know, he's a good guy at heart. He's a great sport, you know, but it comes a point in time where you're overdoing it, right? And it comes across as you're just happy it's over with because you really didn't want to compete anymore. And this is what Frank Bruno was getting at when he stated that it was so odd that it was scary. And I really don't know if he could come back from this. I don't even know if he wants to come back from this. And that's the questions we all have. I don't think that Anthony Joshua is going to beat Andy Ruiz Jr. in the rematch. I just don't see it. Unless Andy Ruiz Jr. gets hit with something early, hard, often, and doesn't recover, because he did get hurt in the fight. As Dillian White said, everybody likes to say something was wrong with him, Anthony Joshua, going into the fight. But nothing was wrong with him in the first 3 rounds when he hurt Andy Ruiz and had him hurt. And everybody thought he was going in to stop him until he got hurt. That's when the tides changed. And then everybody started pointing to the fact that he didn't look good going into the fight. So Dillian White pointed out, he looked good in the first 3 rounds. Yeah, he did look hesitant, but he looked good. He looked good when he had Andy Ruiz hurt, when he hit him with that combination. He didn't look good after that. When he got in trouble, when he was facing adversity, he didn't respond correctly. And I have to agree with Dillian White on that note as well. And it's very telling when you have people that back Anthony Joshua are now saying they don't even know if he could recover. I don't think so. I think that Andy Ruiz Jr. is going to win the rematch. I think styles make fights. I think that Anthony Joshua knows this. I think that Anthony Joshua feels that weight lifted off his shoulder, and he doesn't want to put the weight back on there. He's comfortable where he's at. So that's all I got for y'all, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. Frank Bruno, British heavyweight star, former heavyweight champion, says that he doesn't even believe that Anthony Joshua has the heart for it anymore. He was too acceptance of the loss that it was scary. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Blue Blood Sport TV, baby, from the